So state your name, age, how many years you've been active at Gilman.
Sam Smash, old. First show here was '94. First show as an attending.
How long have you been involved in the membership meeting side of things?
On and off. Since 2002, 2001, something like that.
And why did you decide to start getting involved?
I was coming here as a patron for a while, and in the scene that I'm connected to, giving back and doing something. If you can't play an instrument, you sing. If you can't sing, you write a zine. If you can't write a zine, you help out at the venues. So I started helping out, give back.
For sure. Okay, so in your opinion, what is the value of Gilman?
The value of Gilman, why it's currently what its current value is, or
what first thing that comes to mind when you hear when you think of this, why Gilman is valuable?
In my opinion, I think it's great that Gilman Street provides a safe place. It provides a place for youths to go and express themselves in a positive manner. It gives them a safe place to go if they ain't got the best home life. Most of us never did have a good home life, so having a place to go and leave it for a little bit is life-changing and life-saving.
So, how would you describe the historical context of Gilman?
Historically, Gilman opened up in 1986. First show was on December 31st, 1986. Historically, Gilman's been a really dope, all-ages venue, worker-run, community-run. Worker-run, community-run, and it stuck to its core values of no bullshit, no racism, no sexism, no homophobia, no transphobia, no phobia, no bullshit phobia that people are claiming to be fears of when they actually just an ignorant dickwad.
So you kind of alluded to this, but in what ways does that history make Gilman a unique place, different from other music venues?
Other music venues, for instance, the Catalyst down in Santa Cruz. The Catalyst down in Santa Cruz, they just catered to a fucking Nazi band. I've watched Nazi sympathizers and white power assholes decal their way to the front of the fucking stage at the Warfield. I've watched bullshit just get pushed aside, in the never-ending quest for profit. It's nice to have a place that sticks to their guns.
So, to what extent and in what ways do you think that history is important for its survival, for keeping the place alive?
At this point, we're going on
30 years.
What, 30 years.
Next year will be 30 years.
Yeah, we're going on 30 years, and CBGB's only had a early 30-year run, and that place became a legend. Us sticking to our guns, us being what we are, makes us a legendary place to play. People want to play here. Even if it's just once or twice, they want to play here. They want to be here. They want to come here. We've had shows where people have flown out from the other side of the country. Fuck. I met my ex because she flew out from another country, to come to a show here.
Yeah. All right. How would you describe the cultural context of Gilman? How it exists within the punk rock scene here in the Bay, and how that makes it significant from other places.
The punk rock scene varies drastically depending on what subgenre, genre of music you're actually into. You know, like power violence is different from death grind, and you know whatever subsect of whatever. Like for me, I can only speak to my interactions with the hardcore scene as far as culturally. This has always been a solid place. Like we can give back to our community. We police ourselves. When we're here, we're all family. Like I alluded to this earlier, but like we found our family at these shows, coming to venues just like this one. We supported our family by trying to open venues, much like Gilman Street. Without Gilman Street, like we wouldn't see a place and be like, yo, let's make a place like that. Like that spot's been around forever and it's been given back to the community. Let's make this work. Like let's do something. Like I mean, if it was just another like, you know, give your money at the door and the venue doesn't actually care about us, like spot would have burned to the ground. I mean,
yeah. So have you, since you've been here a really long time, how have you seen the community of Gilman evolve? Like, how has it changed since you've been here?
It comes in ebbs and flows. You know, like the community can get dumb depending on, you know, what's popular, but mostly I've seen Gilman's influence coming through in a very positive way. I feel safe coming to Gilman Street. My friends feel safe coming to Gilman Street. It's because Gilman Street has
Sorry to interrupt you. I just don't want to miss this good riff you're going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're good.
You know, like I've always been a fan of Gilman Street coming in, you know, like providing a safe place. Me and my friends feel safer in the scene now. Like I can be an openly queer male and be alright. I mean, like transgender teens can come into the scene and not be harassed, not be afraid of being who they are. You know, like the scene's embracing everyone, and Gilman has had a crucial role in providing a safe place for us to go. Like, you know, and showing that the scene in like showing the scene, yeah, they are a part of our community, and no, like it's not going to change shit. Like, you know, they're part of us. I mean, like you look at bands from the 80s and early 90s, like Anti-Nowhere League, where, you know, they're singing about faggot this, faggot that, you know, like singing about bashing trans people and whatever. Like, you don't find that shit no more. It ain't accepted. It's not allowed. It's bullshit. You want to sing about that shit, like, more than likely, you're going to get the shit kicked out of you and your tires flattened on your fucking tour van and your windows busted out. Like, you can't fucking do that shit. And it's great. It's great to have a space to go and be involved with the community that doesn't fucking tolerate bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, so how, like, in what ways is, like, community, or does Gilman, like, facilitate a community and, like the, within, like, regarding, like, the collective nature of how it's run, like, no gods, no masters, is that, like, a viable way of life? Is, like,
absolutely.
are there, like hardships that come with, like actively having that type of organization, like, community-based?
You know, it all comes down to how you want to live it. You know, no gods, no masters. Like, you know, there are always going to be some people higher up, whatever, and, like, you know, we gotta change that. But I mean, like, yeah, you know, if it wasn't for, like, the anarcho feeling of Gilman Street, like the political messages from all the people that come here, and like the varying political messages and political beliefs and thoughts on how to live life, like I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't politically be who I am, and I'm not going to get into politics, but like You know, like, it's nice to see a place that is very pro-union, that is very pro-worker run. Like, you know, it gives us a sense that, you know, we can change things, like seeing how the community runs the venue. Like, yeah, you know, we're showing the kids coming up, like, yo, put your mind to it, we can change it. Like, yeah, you can get involved and not let something corrupt you. Like, we can do better. We can be who we want, and we can live our lives and not have to compromise. I don't know if that made any goddamn sense.
I mean, it made the sense that it needs to make, if that makes any goddamn sense. It's fucking social sciences, man. It's all interpretive. So, like, riffing off of that, you mentioned, like, how there's a lot of political aspects to how Gilman's run, like, based off of, like, political identity and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some common, like, themes of, like, thoughts, beliefs, or, like, philosophies that circle around Gilman?
We're very, I'm not going to say we, a lot of the common themes.
Stuff that you observe or that you personally engage in?
Yeah, that I've observed or, you know, had interactions with. Very liberal, but not necessarily democratic. Like,
I'm talking to interviews.
right.
Normally we do interviews in the office, but
Well, you got keys to the office?
at home.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, we're fairly liberal, but not necessarily democratic. We believe in more socialist aspects. There I go, using that we word again. The people I've talked with generally are of a more socialist mindset. They want to, and being involved in a community like this, we want to see the community grow, and we understand that the community is not just a punk rock community. The community extends to our neighbors, our friends, you know, the state. You know, you start locally, thinking globally, and like, you know, we start like. It's a basic anarchist ideal, you know. Start local, think global.
Yeah. And you also touched on this a little bit already as well, but how do you see those kind of thought streams reflected in Gilman as it functions, like, as a venue?
As a venue, like, we're thinking about the punk rock community on a global scale. In today's age, you know, everything's at the touch of the finger. Like, we know that we are kind of the front runners, or I believe the Gilman Collective knows that we are kind of the front runners when it comes to old school punk rock things. Like,
A lot of symbolic capital.
yeah, exactly. You know, and like, I think we gotta stay true to who we. I think Gilman Street, trying to stay true to what Gilman Street means to everyone. I think Gilman Street trying to, you know, like, stay true to what Gilman Street is.
Hey, what's up? I'm doing interview stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that.
It's alright. It's okay. I'll say
I'm sorry,
I'll
can
say
you,
it later.
can you ask that question again?
Yeah, so like
I
how
didn't pick one
the those like streams of thought and like philosophies and stuff, how those get reflected and how Gilman functions as like a community space and a venue.
And we're always thinking about how we can help support the people in our community. I mean, it's a very socialist ideal, but absolutely, we are focused on making our community a better place. You know, like, we provide a helping hand when people need it. We provide ways of getting in contact with the proper services that a person may need. We understand we're dealing with youth. We try to recognize like we try to recognize and help youngsters dealing with abuse, help people dealing with domestic violence. Am I too loud? Yes, you fucking are. Yeah, it's like our community. We try to support our community in any way, shape, or form we can, and that's just like I came up knowing that there ain't gonna be no support for us unless we take action and help ourselves, and we're trying to us older cats are trying to give back and help out the youth. You got the college kids, you got the high school, you got the youngins coming around, and they all looking up. That kid that's a little shithead, but might be a shithead now, but you give him 10 years, that's gonna be the dude you're gonna want in your crew, helping you run venues, helping you book. That person that's acting a fool and super dramatic, they're gonna be the next big time vocalist. I've seen it happen plenty of times. The faces always change, but the roles are always the same. The kids will always be the kids, and we got to keep this here for them.
All right, so now we're going to talk about something entirely different. How would you describe
Pets? I love pets.
the aesthetic of Gilman, visually, tone, auditorily, and how does that add to the vibe, I guess?
Aesthetically, I describe Gilman as a clean shithole. It's a porta potty, but it's got a fan in there. I don't know, it's a punk rock venue. It's a giant warehouse / some people call it a movie theater. It was never a fucking movie theater. It was a goddamn warehouse. Here, take a look at this. Take a look at this shit. Aesthetically, you have fucking cigarette butts stapled to the fucking wall. It's graffiti-covered shithole. The only thing that's keeping it going is the people willing to show up here and clean it. We keep it clean because we want to keep it a space, but this is still us. We still want to paint our names on fucking shit and then paint it black overwards when we're feeling, when we're feeling like we just want to destroy something. We have the names of our dead friends written on the walls. It's our space. Aesthetically, it's whatever we fuck want it to be.
Alright. My next question was how you've seen it change over time, but I think that's kind of a dumb question considering it changes,
Faces
constantly.
change, but the kids will always be the kids. The big thing about Gilman Street is we need to keep it here for the kids.
And I think with that,